If you've ever seen an elephant or a giraffe up close, you know those animals can seem massive, but would you believe that some of the animals which have roamed this planet would make even the elephant look minuscule in comparison? As you might imagine, prehistoric creatures could fill out a list all by themselves, but we are going to break it down by species and diet to make it a little more interesting. Below we have compiled a list of the longest, tallest, and heaviest animals ever to walk the earth. Number 10. Cyclopterus rhinanea. Cyclopterus rhinanea is a species of eurypterid, or commonly known as sea scorpion, which grew up to 2.5 meters long, making it the largest arthropod that ever lived. Most scientists believe that their huge size correlates with adaptating to life as a super predator. Cyclopterus itself is thought to have been a freshwater species that possibly hunted other arthropods and possibly fish. Number 9. Elephant. The largest herbivorous land mammal. Largest herbivorous land mammal currently alive is still the elephant. There are several species of elephant, and the largest can reach heights of up to 12 feet and weigh up to 12,000 pounds. They use their trunks to pick up objects, trumpet warnings, greet other elephants, or suck up water for drinking or bathing. The African savanna elephant is the largest elephant species, while the Asian forest elephant and the African forest elephant are of a comparable, smaller size. Elephant can feed up to 18 hours and consume hundreds of pounds of plant matter in a single day. As a result, as they lose habitat, they often come into conflict with people in competition for resources. Number 8. Polar bears. The biggest land predator. The biggest land predator animal currently alive is the polar bear. These massive Arctic creatures can grow to be over 8 feet tall. They weigh about 1/10 as much as the largest elephant, or about 1,300 pounds. Polar bears are a powerful symbol of the strength and endurance of the Arctic. Polar bears spend over 50% of their time hunting for food. A polar bear might catch only 1 or 2 out of 10 seals it hunts, depending on the time of year and other variables. Polar bears were listed as a threatened species in the US under the Endangered Species Act in May 2008. Number 7. Chinese giant salamanders. The biggest amphibian. The largest amphibian currently alive is the Chinese giant salamander. These animals are about the same size as the average human lying down, growing just under 6 feet in length and weighing just over 110 pounds. It has even been reported in 1983 that a 3-meter, 70-kilogram salamander was purchased at a local market in China. The Chinese giant salamander is under immense threat of extinction due to habitat loss, water pollution, and overexploitation of wild populations, as this species is considered a food delicacy in China and is also used for traditional medicines. Consequently, the species has suffered catastrophic population declines and is listed as critically endangered by the IUCN Red List. Number 6. Spinosaurus, the biggest land predator of all time. The title of largest land predator that ever walked on Earth goes to the Spinosaurus. This meat-eating dinosaur lived about 90 to 100 million years ago. It was about 60 feet long, 12 feet high, and weighed at least 7 tons. Scientists believe that Spinosaurus may have used its sail as a warning signal to intruders. The sight of the sail jutting out of the water would tell others to back off unless they wanted a fight. You wouldn't want to mess with this splashy creature. Spinosaurus was well adapted for aquatic life. Its nostrils were further up on its snout than the nostrils of other dinosaurs. This would have allowed the animal to breathe even with most of its snout submerged. Its crocodile-like teeth were ideal for catching fish. Number 5. Shastasaurus, the biggest marine reptile. Shastasaurus is the largest known marine reptile that ever existed. This carnivore lived in the ocean 200 million years ago and fed primarily on squid. It was approximately 60 feet long and weighed around 75 tons. One of the most fascinating facts about Shastasaurus, other than its size, is the fact that it lived primarily off of small fish, cephalopods, and squids. Paleontologists determined this by examining its skull and comparing to other animals. This makes it very similar to a modern-day sperm whale because they both have a very similar diet. Number 4. Paraceratherium, the biggest land mammal. These mammals were needed to eat massive amounts of vegetation to survive and became extinct when Central Asian forests were replaced by grassland habitats. The Paraceratherium lynxians, which lived some 26.5 million years ago, weighed 21 tons, the equivalent of 4 large African elephants. The hornless creature's head could also reach 23 feet 7 meters to graze treetops, making it taller than a giraffe. They were related to the modern rhinoceros but was hornless. Number 3. Patagotitan mayorum, a big dinosaur. Weighed nearly 70 tons, which is heavier than 10 adult African elephants. Patagotitan mayorum is arguably the largest dinosaur ever found. This titanosaur was a herbivorous dinosaur that lived about 100 million years ago, with a very long neck and a very long tail. The species lived about 100 to 95 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, and represents one of the largest species of titanosaur identified so far. Number 2. The Argentinosaurus, another big dinosaur. The Argentinosaurus was also discovered in Argentina. Based on the bones that have been found, it was about the same length as the Patagotitan. However, some researchers claim that by their estimates, the Argentinosaurus likely weighed as much as 20 tons more than the Patagotitan, making it one of the largest ever. According to facts, we can say that Argentinosaurus is the largest land animal ever found. Argentinosaurus evolved in the Cretaceous period and belongs to a family that originated in the southern continents of Gondwana, an ancient supercontinent. Number 1. The blue whale, the biggest mammal of all times. Strictly speaking, the largest mammal ever on Earth doesn't walk, it swims, but no biggest animal list would be complete without the massive blue whale, considered the heaviest animal ever known to exist. Whales are distributed globally, including off both coasts of the continental United States. Some populations stay in the same place year-round, but most migrate to the poles in the summer to feed and move back toward the equator in the fall. Blue whales prefer the open ocean, but can sometimes be seen offshore of coastal states. Females are bigger than males. The lengthiest blue whales are 110 feet, but they are more commonly between 70 and 80 feet. Adult blue whales weigh up to 150 tons, which makes them the largest animals to ever live. Thanks for watching. Subscribe Philomaths Hub for more interesting videos.